In Afghanistan, there's been an explosion in a mosque in the southern city of Kandahar during Friday prayers. There are reports that at least 32 people have died and more than 50 injured. They have been taken to a hospital nearby. We can talk now to our correspondent Yugita Lamai, who is in the capital. Yugita, what can you tell us about what's happened in the south?
Well, this is a big mosque in Kandahar city. It is a mosque for the Shia minority community. The explosion took place when people had gathered together during Friday prayers. From the videos and photos that have emerged of the aftermath of the explosion, you see people who are dead and injured lying on the floor amidst shattered pieces of glass. We have heard from doctors in the area and local reporters as well who've told us that around 30 people have been killed and dozens injured. It's unclear, if that number will go higher, but from what you can see in the videos and the photos that is emerging, this seems to have taken place in a room where a lot of people had gathered together. The Taliban, which is the de facto government here in Afghanistan since they seized control of this country on the 15th of August, have confirmed that this explosion took place, and they say that members of the group are investigating what happened. But this attack comes exactly a week after another attack in a mosque, in a Shia mosque in the city of Kunduz in the north of Afghanistan, in which scores of people were killed. It was a suicide bombing that took place last Friday. It is going to increase fears amongst the minority Shia community who already feel themselves at risk from the Taliban. It is also a big challenge and problem for the Taliban's hold on security in this country, and especially because it's happened in Kandahar, which is the stronghold of the Taliban, the spiritual birthplace of the group. It is a challenge for them. When you ask them publicly, just yesterday when I was speaking to a Taliban spokesman, I asked him what they were doing about the increasing threat of IS attacks. He played it down. He said that he doesn't think there's such a big threat for the Taliban or for Afghanistan, and therefore there aren't any special preparations for security on that front. During and after talks with the US, which took place over the weekend, they've also said that they don't want the US or any other foreign countries' help to deal with the threat of IS.
Okay, can I ask you more generally, Yugita, about how the Taliban are running the country, what impact the fact that they have taken over again is having on people's daily lives weeks after they took over the country?
Well, firstly, there is a huge humanitarian crisis in this country, which, of course, was there prior to the 15th of August, but it's gotten worse. A large part of that is because foreign development funding, which used to come into this country, channeled through the government and accounted for almost 3/4 of state spending, that has been frozen since the Taliban took control of this country. And on the ground, what that means is that people who worked in development projects are out of jobs. They're not getting salaries at the moment. If you look at women's rights, girls haven't been allowed to go to secondary schools in most parts of Afghanistan. Women have not been allowed to return to work. The Taliban keeps saying that they want the security situation to improve, and that's when they will allow these activities to resume. But the women I've been speaking to in the past few days do not believe those assurances, because they say these are the same promises that the Taliban made when they were in power in the 1990s, and they never delivered on them.
Thank you very much, Yugita. Thank you.